Hey guys, hey. So as you can see, we are at home. And if you look closely, you will see that they are closing. Yes, indeed. They are closing their doors once and for all. There are many different locations that are closing. This is one of them, and this particular store is in the Bronx, New York. We were here visiting for a couple days, so I said, let me run in here and see what I can see. First of all, we do not have at home nearby where I live. Not surprising. I like this store, but I do find that this store is a little more pricey than my other choices, but they have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of things to choose from. Just stuff that you won't see in the other stores. So I definitely will come in here from time to time when I'm visiting and see what I can find. Now, when I came in here, I was expecting to see more of a sale. I don't really think they had too much of a sale going on to me. I think they're still in the early phases of closing, because my type of sale is 50, 60, 75% off. I didn't see too much of that going on in here, and they still have quite a few things left, so I get it. I'm hoping I can get back here before they are completely wiped out while there's still stuff left. So, I'm trying to catch those bigger sales. But take a look at these things. As you can see, they have all kinds of the abstract arts that I have. I have a ton of those at home. You can never get enough. Again, that one particular picture that I just picked up, I think it was $59.99. The sale overall, most of the items are 30% off. So for me, being the bargain shopper that I am, 30% off of $60 is not quite what I'm gonna call a steal. But definitely a sale, and definitely things that you're gonna find in here that you're not gonna find anywhere else. It is quite deceiving, because one thing I did learn, and I learned this on another trip to At Home, same location but a different time when we went, they will put their for sale signs, their discount signs, like the 50% and the 75%. They are notorious for putting those signs at the beginning of an aisle, and you go down that aisle thinking, oh, I done hit the jackpot. Honey, no. They are just pointing you in a direction to the 50 and 70% off. That kind of annoyed me big time, because before I realized that, I had picked up several things, like shopping hard, and I was like, okay, this is a little pricey, but for 50% off or 75% off, we can do that. Honey, get to the register, nothing's on sale. I said, oh, I know y'all playing. But it wasn't only me. It was like a dozen other people in the store that had the same issue. So I was a little thrown off by that. But I did get a couple things the last time I was here. As you can see, I was trying to figure out with these pictures here which one caught my eye and which one would match my my little scheme that I have going on in the house. You guys know I love those elephants, so I was really debating on that elephant picture, but I think that was one of those ones that were $59.99 with the 30% off. So I was like, oh, we're not ready for that one yet. Let's keep looking. I did find a moon picture with the phases of the moon for my son. I haven't shown his room yet, but I will say that he's really into the planets and the solar system, everything space. So yeah, he's my science guy. He loves his space stuff. So I did pick that up. That was a bargain. I think it was like $7. It was 75% off. So that was definitely a steal. So we did leave with that. That's what you see in the cart now. Just cruising along. And let me first apologize too, because some of these clips, it's like, y'all probably like, oh, does she even know that she's recording so we can actually see? Sometimes I forget. I get so caught up into shopping that I forget that I'm recording, and you can't really see anything too clear. This particular bowl, I like that. It was very heavy, but I said, no, I'm going to leave it this time. We'll see what they have left when I come back. But yeah, back to this camera holding. I'm getting better. I try to go back and review all my videos. I try to look at the sound. I try to listen to the sound quality, and I try to look at the lighting and the different things that, make a difference. And I try to change up what I can change up. So you'll see as I post videos, they will get better. We're just starting off, so kind of just getting our foot in the door. So just hang in there. We're getting there. One thing I like about this store is they kind of put things in groups. So if you have a certain color that you're looking for or a certain style, they have a whole aisle for that color. So I really do like that. And most of their big floor vases here, which I'm terribly annoyed that I didn't spend more time in that middle section. I love me a good floor vase, but they were not on sale enough for me. So I said, let me not even go over there because I will be tempted. Over here in this clear glass aisle, there is a vase that I had gotten. This one right here at the bottom. It's like a tall, yes, I just picked it up. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. But that vase right there, I had actually picked up 2 of those when I came the last time. That one right here, when they had that 75% off and 50% off sale sign in this aisle, and I got to the register and they were not on sale at all. I was like, well, honey, listen, I am not paying $50 for one of those vases. Now, I was already going to stretch it to pay $50 for 2 of them. I would have done that for the 50% off, but $50 per vase, I'm going to need for that to come down a little bit more. But I do have a little soft spot for these clear vases. And I did pick up 2 of them that kind of look like a glass. I just couldn't walk past that. When I say a glass, I mean a drinking glass. In fact, my son actually thought that's what it was. And I was like, nope, that's not what it is. But it did what it was supposed to do because you thought that's what it was. But no, it's a vase. So these things right here, these little lanterns, I can see myself getting a set of these eventually. Because I keep seeing these, and I particularly like those white ones to the left. I keep seeing these in the stores, and I keep walking past them because I can't figure out which style I want. But as you can see here, the colors, the groups, the different styles. So it's easy to find what style and color you're looking for because they kind of just group everything together. They really have a lot of choices. Here I'm back with this wood thing that I said I was going to get away from for the kitchen. I think I was looking at these spears for my bedroom, but I was like, I don't really have anywhere to put those. So I didn't get them. But there's more vases with the stitching at the top. I like that style. I really do. But I'm trying to pick up more black and white things because my upstairs living room is more of a black and white and gray. So I was, trying to see what I can see to go up there to kind of finish that space off. But I didn't really find anything. Another thing I was looking for in here was some more throw pillows for my bed. As you know, I just can't get enough of those. And, I could use 2 or 4 more. I didn't see anything though. Nothing that really caught my eye. So I didn't end up leaving with any. Over here in the bathroom aisle, they have so many throw rugs. Very thick quality, very, very heavy duty. I love their bathroom rugs. The only thing is they're all small. My bathroom is big, so I need rugs that are bigger so I don't have, so it doesn't look like I'm just throwing a bunch of rugs on the floor. I need 2 good size rugs. I think 5x7s is what I need. But yeah, that's what I was looking for my bathroom, preferably white, because I have that white and cream color or white and beige thing going on in my room. But all their rugs were small, so I was a little disappointed. I didn't see anything. And as you can see, they're only 20% off. Girl, that is not a sale for going out of business. I'm gonna need that 50 to 60% off. I'm definitely gonna be coming back because I want to get in on that last minute sale. That was my son, my youngest son, that just walked past. He's with me, and my oldest daughter is with me. He is not the greatest shopper, let me just say. And that was most of the reason why I had to mute this video on top of the music that they were playing in the store. But when I tell you he complained the whole entire time, I was like, if we were not out of town, you definitely would have been home. I'm telling you, you cannot even focus with this kid in here because he just complains the whole time. He was funny though. I had to unmute some areas of the video so you guys can hear some of what I had to deal with, so you can get an idea of this whole shopping experience and what I had to endure bringing my kid along with me. Here I didn't really see too much. Like I said, that 20%, I think we just came in on the beginning of the sale. They had a lot of aisles that were totally shut down and were not going to be restocked. They had quite a few things still in here. Now, down this aisle, throw blankets. If you know me, you know that a good throw blanket is my weakness. So I was really torn with that big yarn looking blanket. You'll see it in a minute. I actually had almost bought that style blanket online not too long ago, and I ended up not getting it because I seen it in one of these stores. It's like a big crochet type of blanket. Let me see where it is. I think I just passed it. But there's the green one right there on the left. They had the dark gray, there's the beige. I love that texture, and I want that blanket. I am going to get that blanket if I don't come back here and get nothing else out of this store. I just couldn't make my mind up which one I want. And on top of that, they were $40. So again, I need them to be more than 20% off because I need more than one. That green I absolutely love. You know, I have some green throw pillows on my bed to try to mix up the colors, try to put some color in my room. So I was like, that green blanket would be perfect with my pillows. But okay, so that was a brief little intermission real quick. before we get to the part where my son starts, well, he already started. I just didn't start recording him, or I didn't let you guys listen to him until towards the end of the video. But let me tell you about this clearance section. They do have a really nice clearance section. Let me say that. And I went over there. I said like 4 times. I was like, okay, let's go ahead and go. Let's get out of here. And I said that I don't know how many times. This is another moment where I forgot I was holding the camera. And yeah, that's quite the view there. So bear with me on that. But coming up in this next part, you'll hear my son giving his advice on my shopping and how he thinks I get distracted in the stores. He does not understand that it's not a distraction. It's called shopping. But I know y'all feel me. I know y'all enjoy the sights of these pillows. I had to go back down this aisle like twice because these are my colors right here. But they were not on sale enough for me. But we'll be back. So stay tuned. Before.
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about like before in the other stores where.
Well, this is the only store we've been in. You're right. So yeah, apparently, he thinks that we went into a lot of stores. We did not go into a lot of stores. I went into several stores. He does not like shoe shopping. And hey, it's back to school time. So guess what? Growing kids have to be there to try on clothes and shoes. So yeah, he was not happy about that. But you know, clothes and shoes are too expensive to be playing the guessing game at sizes. But yeah, I was on my way out of here a couple times and had to circle back because something else did catch my eye. I really love these reefs here. I think this is where I found my reef. Before we get back to my son, wait until you see this yellow reef. It keeps catching my eye, and I'm definitely feeling like I'm going to get that right here. I don't know what it is about that yellow reef, but I am definitely feeling it. I love it. I've seen it more than once. I've picked it up more than once, and I'm liking it. I'm liking that and the beige one at the end. So, okay, I'm going to check back out for a minute because I think my son is getting ready to start complaining again because we are in this reef aisle for the second time. So, hang on. Hang in there. Because you don't shop.
It's only going to take me 10 minutes to get out of the entire store.
It's going to take you 10 minutes?
Yeah.
So you're not shopping?
That is shopping. Because you're actually getting the stuff you need instead of looking around.
It's not a distraction. It's called shopping. So yeah, so that's what I went through for my whole shopping trip. But it all worked out. I got to see what I needed to see. And like I said, they still have quite a few things in here. They have a long way to go before they get down to the good sales. So hopefully we can catch them when they do. Because I am definitely planning on picking up a few things. I hope that that yellow reef and this beige one here at the end are still there, because that is definitely 2 pieces that I would like to switch out and change with the seasonal decor that I do for the holidays, especially that beige one. That looks like a nice one for Thanksgiving holiday. The yellow one is a little summery, spring summerish, but hey, You can always put it up. I like it though. I'm definitely feeling it. So I think we're heading out now. Finally on our way to the checkout line. He's happy about that. My daughter, she can shop all day. She's all for it. But that boy of mine, he is not feeling it. So overall, you guys let me know how you like the whole shopping experience.
So can you back to 5 cents today?
Yes. So comment, share, like, subscribe, and until next time, stay tuned.